Police have arrested a New Kensington constable for allegedly impersonating a police officer.
In addition, police say he's facing multiple gun charges for not relinquishing his firearms after a PFA was filed against him. Here's KDKA's Krista Rose.
To understand this story, you have to know one thing, and that is the difference between a constable and a police officer. In May, Herman Staple II was pulled over by the New Kensington Police Department near the intersection of Industrial Boulevard and Freeport Street because he was in a black Chevy Tahoe that was decked out to look like a police vehicle. This vehicle was complete with blue, red, and yellow lights, tinted windows, an interior laptop mount, cameras, and a logo on the rear tailgate that read "Police." Staple claimed to be a retired Pittsburgh police officer, but the problem is Staple was not a cop, not then or ever. Staple was a constable and a member of the New Kensington Fire Police. The fire police aid the fire department during a fire with things like traffic and crowd control. A constable is a bit more involved. According to the Pennsylvania State Constable's website, a constable is an elected or appointed law enforcement officer who has the authority in Pennsylvania to arrest by warrant and serve warrants anywhere in the Commonwealth. They also have the power to conduct warrantless arrests for felonies and breaches of the peace committed in their presence. But nowhere does it say they can act as a police officer. Staple was arrested for presenting himself as such, and police seized a loaded 9mm handgun from him at the time of the arrest. But just last month, unrelated to Staple's impersonation of a police officer, he had a PFA order placed against him. He was required to turn over all firearms in his possession to the Westmoreland County Sheriff's Office because of this PFA, but he didn't.
At the time of the PFA service, some firearms were relinquished, but after the fact, our investigation indicated that additional firearms existed.
What the sheriffs found when they searched Staple's house was a trove of guns and ammunition. Some guns were even hidden in the house, and some were ghost guns.
Due to him failing to comply with the protection from abuse order, he was charged with a contempt for violating that court order, and then additional charges as well for the possession of the firearms.
Now, as of this morning, Staple was released from the Westmoreland County Prison on bail. His preliminary hearing for the gun charges, as well as his formal arraignment for impersonating a police officer, will both be held later this month. Reporting in New Kensington, Westmoreland County, Krista Rose, KDKA-TV News.